Hello and welcome to Live Parkinson's, Live an Exceptional Life. I'm your host, Chris Custenbotter, and I've been living an exceptional life with Parkinson's for the past 14 years. The mission of this podcast is to help as many people as possible living with Parkinson's to lead a great quality of life. Today's topic is weight, wellness, and Parkinson's, a holistic approach. Are you like me and struggle with your weight? Do you wish you could lose those stubborn pounds so you feel better and can enjoy your favorite activities with friends and family? If you answered yes, then I hope you'll join me on this podcast where we'll discuss taking back control of our lives so we can feel our best with Parkinson's. If you've listened to my other podcast, you've heard me say that I've had a lifetime pass for the weight gain, weight loss roller coaster. Ever since my early 20s, I had trouble managing my weight. I would gain significant amounts of weight and then be dissatisfied with how I looked and felt, so I would dedicate myself to losing the weight and get back to my original weight. Hence the roller coaster effect. This was my life from my mid-20s to my mid-40s, when I was diagnosed with Parkinson's. The first few years after my diagnosis, my weight fluctuated by plus or minus 5 pounds. Then, when the COVID pandemic struck, I gained 25 pounds above my typical weight. Since then, I have not been able to get it off. While I could cite several factors that may have an impact, medication side effects, getting up very early in the morning, which can affect your hunger, and satiety hormones, I need to be cognizant of the amount and quality of food I'm eating. So as we approach 2025, I was reflecting back on this past year to look at how I did with my goals and how I felt overall, both physically and mentally. I want to use what I learned to help me set goals for 2025 so I can feel my best and live my best life with Parkinson's. One area again that stuck out was my weight. It not only causes fatigue and tiredness, but also has an impact on my mobility. So if you have concerns with your weight and how it's affecting your overall wellness, I hope you'll join me so we can start a weight loss journey to help us live our best life with Parkinson's. So what are we going to cover in this podcast? Well, here's a roadmap so you know where we're going. We'll start out in segment 1 with understanding the basics. We'll examine the role of nutrition in PD, then look at the link between weight and Parkinson's, and then we'll end segment 1 with common nutritional challenges for people with PD. Then, in segment 2, we'll explore building a balanced diet. We'll look at essential nutrients for PD, provide some meal planning tips, and discuss why hydration is so important for people with PD. Then we'll transition to exercise and weight management. We'll talk about the benefits of exercise, safe and effective exercise options, and weight management strategies. Finally, we'll round out by addressing common questions and concerns. So, let's dive in and get started and look at the role of nutrition in PD. A healthy diet can play a significant role in managing Parkinson's by influencing symptoms, medication effectiveness, and our overall well-being. And let's start out with a healthy diet and how it can help with our symptoms. Antioxidants such as berries, leafy greens, and cruciferous vegetables like broccoli, cauliflower, cabbage, and kale can help combat oxidative stress, which is an imbalance in free radicals, which are unstable molecules that can damage cells, and antioxidants in the body, which can lead to neurodegeneration. Omega-3 fatty acids, which are found in fatty fish like salmon and flaxseed, are linked to brain function and reduced inflammation. Fiber, a high-fiber diet including whole grains and legumes, can help manage constipation, which is a common issue in people with PD. So in terms of helping with medication effectiveness, staying hydrated by drinking enough water can help your body break down medications more efficiently, and maintain a well-balanced diet ensures that your body gets the necessary nutrients to support overall health, which can enhance the effectiveness of medications, that according to the Parkinson's Foundation. Finally, in terms of overall well-being, a Mediterranean diet characterized by olive oil, whole grains, legumes, and moderate dairy and lean protein has shown promise in promoting neurological health. Now, for more information, check out my podcast, Parkinson's Movement Relief, Can the Mediterranean Diet Be a Game Changer? And Parkinson's Nutrition, Can What You Eat Help Manage Symptoms? Also helping with our overall well-being is to avoid processed foods. Reducing the intake of processed foods, which include saturated fats and sugar, can minimize inflammation, which has been linked to neurodegeneration, and ensuring we get adequate vitamin D intake through fortified foods or supplements can help to maintain bone health, which is important for mobility and our posture. All right, now that we understand the role of nutrition in PD and its effects on our PD symptoms, medication effectiveness, and overall well-being, let's turn our attention to the link between weight and Parkinson's. Now, the connection between weight changes, Parkinson's symptoms, and disease progression is multifaceted and is really not fully understood. However, emerging research suggests a significant link. And let's start with weight loss and PD progression. Weight loss is a common symptom in PD, often occurring as the disease progresses, according to the article, Early Weight Loss in Parkinsonism Predicts Poor Outcomes by neurology.org. They say this can be attributed to several factors. Motor symptoms like tremors, rigidity, and slowness of movement can make eating and drinking more difficult, leading to reduced calorie intake. Neurological changes cause neurodegenerative processes in PD can affect appetite and satiety signals, leading to decreased food intake. And then medication side effects. Some medications such as levodopa can cause nausea and gastrointestinal disturbances, which can contribute to weight loss. Studies have shown that weight loss, especially early in this disease, is associated with a higher risk of faster disease progression because weight loss may be a marker of underlying neurodegenerative processes. Increased mortality. Malnutrition and weight loss can weaken the body and increase susceptibility to infections and other complications, according to the study, Association between Body Mass Index Changes and All-Cause Mortality in Parkinson's Disease. And that was published in the Journal of Parkinson's Disorders. And then cognitive decline. Weight loss has been linked to cognitive impairment and dementia in PD patients, according to the study, Association of Early Weight Changes with Cognitive Decline in Patients with Parkinson's Disease, and that was published by the American Academy of Neurology. Now, a study published in Neurology called Clinical Trajectories and Biomarkers for Weight Variability in Early Parkinson's Disease found that weight loss occurring within 1 year of diagnosis was independently associated with an increased risk of dependency, dementia, and death. So as you can see, weight loss can have a significant impact on someone's quality of life living with Parkinson's. Now, let's look at weight gain in PD, and that's my problem. While weight loss is more common, some people may experience weight gain, and this can be due to several factors, including reduced physical activity. So as your PD progresses, physical activity levels may decrease, leading to weight gain. So it's important to start exercising early and stay consistent with it. Medication side effects are another factor, and according to the article Weight Management by the Parkinson's Foundation, medications such as dopamine agonists, which are medications occasionally given alone or in combination with formulations of levodopa to manage PD motor symptoms, have been linked with compulsive behaviors, including binge eating, which leads to weight gain. According to the article, commonly prescribed dopamine agonists include pramipexole, which is Mirapex, ropinirole, which is Requip, and rotigone transdermal system, which is Neuropro patch. The article notes that under the supervision of a doctor, adjusting medications can stop a person's compulsive eating, but without medication adjustment, this is unlikely to improve despite the best intentions of the person with PD. Also, certain medications used to treat psychiatric conditions can contribute to weight gain. So both weight loss and weight gain can negatively impact the quality of life for people with PD. So maintaining a healthy weight is crucial. So let's look at some of the strategies for managing weight. First is regular monitoring. Keeping track of your weight and food intake is essential. And this can be done with a weekly weigh-ins and using a food tracker or a food journal. And that's one thing that I'm personally going to start in 2025 is to both weigh in at least 3 to 4 times a week so I can do an average over the week, because that way I'm not going to have specific fluctuations in one day based on water weight. And then I'm going to do a food journal and food tracker to help me ensure that I'm not overeating. And I'm going to start also measuring the amount of portions that I eat as I sit down for a meal. Next up is eating a balanced diet. Rich in nutrients and fiber can help maintain weight and overall health. And we'll go into a little bit more detail in this in just a few minutes. Another factor in helping, or strategy in helping to manage weight, is regular exercise. Yes, I said that dreaded word, but regular physical activity can help maintain weight and improve motor function. Next up is medication review. You want to regularly review your medications with your doctor to address any side effects and discuss weight changes with your doctor as well. They might be able to modify your medications to help with any weight changes that you're experiencing. And then finally, consult with healthcare professionals, including your doctor, a dietitian, and a physical therapist, so that they can help you develop a personalized plan to manage your weight and improve your quality of life. All right, now that we've looked at the link between weight and PD, let's examine some common nutritional challenges people with PD experience. First is difficulty swallowing, or dysphagia. People find it's more difficult to swallow food and may have to go to softer foods and liquids. Here are some strategies to address dysphagia. The first is to consult a speech-language pathologist. They can assess swallowing difficulties and recommend specific dietary modifications. Next is to adjust your food texture. You can soften foods, thicken liquids, or puree foods to make them easier to swallow. And then small, frequent meals. Try to avoid large meals, which can be overwhelming, and eat small, frequent meals throughout the day. Next is changes in appetite. Consult a doctor or a dietitian. They can help identify underlying causes and recommend strategies for helping you achieve a better appetite. And again, small, frequent meals, this can help maintain your blood sugar levels and help you prevent overeating as well. You want to eat nutrient-dense foods, which are high in calories and nutrients, to maximize your food intake. Third is constipation, and that's a common symptom in people with Parkinson's. And some of the ways you can address constipation are to increase fiber intake by eating plenty of fruits and vegetables and whole grains, which are high in fiber. Another key is to stay hydrated by drinking plenty of water throughout the day. And finally, regular exercise. I said that dreaded word again. Physical activity can help stimulate bowel movements to help you overcome constipation issues. Now remember, everyone's experience with PD is unique. If you're experiencing any of these challenges, it's important to work closely with your healthcare team to develop a personalized nutrition plan that's going to meet your specific needs. Okay, now that we understand the basics of nutrition and its role in PD, the link between weight and PD, both weight loss and weight gain, and we understand some of the common nutritional challenges, let's dive into the next section and look at building a balanced diet. And let's lead it off with some essential nutrients for PD, so that we make sure we're getting a nutritious, well-balanced diet. So you want to try to incorporate these nutrients into your diet. And the first is antioxidants. Why? Because antioxidants help protect cells from damage from free radicals, which we mentioned earlier, which can contribute to neurodegenerative diseases like PD. Now, some good sources of antioxidants include berries, and that's blueberries, strawberries, raspberries, dark green leafy vegetables like spinach and kale, nuts, seeds, and other colorful vegetables like eggplant, purple cabbage, and some of the colored bell peppers. Now, personally, I love all these, especially berries. And one way I try to ensure I get lots of antioxidants is by eating lots of colorful fruits and vegetables. I try to eat purple, red, blues from berries and eggplant, orange and yellow from carrots and colored peppers, and greens from spinach and kale. So get creative and make a nice colorful plate. So the more colorful your plate, probably the more antioxidants that you're consuming. All right, second on our nutrient list is omega-3 fatty acids. Why omega-3s? Well, because omega-3 fatty acids have anti-inflammatory properties and may help protect brain cells. Some good sources of fatty acids, omega-3 fatty acids, are fatty fish, including salmon, mackerel, and tuna, flaxseed, and chia seeds and walnuts. So try adding some fatty fish to salads, or toss some flaxseed, chia seeds, and walnuts into your smoothie. The third nutrient is vitamin D. Why vitamin D? Because it plays a role in bone health and may have neuroprotective effects. Where do you get vitamin D? Well, one of the best ways is sunlight exposure. So get out there and enjoy the sunlight, and you're helping to synthesize vitamin D. Fortified foods like milk and cereals, as well as fatty fish. So for one of the best ways to get vitamin D is to go outside and, again, enjoy some activities while you're outside, but be careful you don't get too much sun exposure and get sunburn, which can cause problems down the road with skin cancer. All right, number 4 is vitamin B complex. Okay, why vitamin B complex? Particularly, you want to focus on vitamins B1, B6, and B12, and they're important for nerve health and energy production. So some good sources of those, that B complex, B1, B6, and B12, are whole grains, legumes or beans, nuts, seeds, meat, poultry, fish, and dairy products. See, there are lots of ways you can get your vitamin B complex. Next up is fiber. So why do we need to include fiber in our diet? Well, fiber can help regulate bowel movements and improve digestion, which can be problematic for people with PD. Some good sources of fiber are your fruits and vegetables, whole grains, beans, and nuts. Now, fiber is one of the nutrients that most of us don't get enough of on a daily basis. So, for example, the recommended daily fiber intake for adults can vary slightly based on age and sex, but generally falls within the range of 25 to 38 grams per day. Women, it's suggested they get 25 grams a day, where men, it's 31 grams per day. However, on average, adults in the U.S. consume around 15 grams per day. So you can see that it's well short of the recommendations for fiber. So let's help ourselves and eat lots of fiber-rich foods, and that can help us stave off some constipation. Okay, I'll step down from my soapbox now. All right, number 6 on our list is protein. Now, why we want to include protein is because it's essential for muscle health and repair, which can be beneficial for people with PD who may experience muscle weakness and loss. Now, some really good sources of protein are lean meats, which include poultry, fish, eggs, and then beans, lentils, and tofu are all other sources of protein. Some of the dairy products like cottage cheese is a good way to get a good source of protein, as well as a number of the Greek yogurts. And I try to eat the zero sugar Greek yogurt, and I find I can get a lot of protein and with fewer calories and less fat. Now, all these nutrients can be beneficial, and while they're not a cure for Parkinson's, or they don't necessarily slow the progression, they can help you feel better in your daily life. All right, now let's switch gears and give you some meal planning tips to help create balanced meals and snacks that are easy to prepare and eat. Well, starting out, we want to include the 6 categories of nutrients that we just talked about. And here are just a few ways to create some easy to prepare meals and help you in your meal planning. One is one-pot meals. You can make soups, stews, and casseroles, and they're simple and easy to prepare, and you can include a variety of different food groups. So, for example, you can make a chicken or turkey vegetable soup with lots of colorful vegetables. You can make a chili with a variety of beans, and make a casserole with a lean protein and a lot of colorful veggies. Next up are smoothies. These are a great way to start the day. You can blend fruits like berries, and they're great. Veggies like spinach or kale, carrots, and you can throw some nuts and seeds in there, and some yogurt for protein. And if desired, you can also use a scoop of protein powder, and then just put a little bit of milk in there. It could be any kind, cow's milk, almond milk, oat milk, you decide, and then blend together, and you have a delicious and nutritious meal that's easy to drink. And I have to admit it, that's a great way to start the morning, and I find it keeps me full till lunchtime. Next up is sheet pan dinners. I like to take chicken or fish and colorful vegetables, and like broccoli, colored peppers, cauliflower, even Brussels sprouts, and drizzle with some olive oil and herbs, salt and pepper, and then roast them for about 20 minutes for a quick and tasty meal. So sheet pan dinners are another great option. Salad bowls. You want to mix a variety of green and purple lettuces, some grains like quinoa or lentils. You can use some nuts or seeds, and a lean protein and an olive oil-based vinaigrette, and you have an easy, delicious lunch or dinner that doesn't take long to prepare. Now, you can save even more time by buying pre-cut veggies or pre-cutting them yourself ahead of time and using them when you need them. Now, here's a few snack ideas. You can eat some fruit and nut butter. Apples or banana are a great option with peanut butter, as is celery and peanut butter or almond butter. Now, I know this sounds a little bit weird, but I like baby carrots and peanut butter. Give it a try. You just might like it. Greek yogurt and berries is another personal favorite of mine that tastes great, high in protein, and it's a good snack with lots of antioxidants, and it helps keep the number of calories down as well. Another option is cheese and whole grain crackers that are quick and easy. And then veggie sticks with hummus, like carrots, cucumbers, bell peppers. And I personally like the roasted red pepper hummus. A traditional or pine nut hummus are great options as well. Okay, those are some easy and tasty meal and snack ideas. And now here's some practical tips to help you as well. First is pre-cut your ingredients. And as I mentioned earlier, you can buy pre-cut ingredients like fruits and vegetables, or just cut them up yourself and store them in an airtight container to help save time and effort in making a meal after a long day. Now, if you have trouble with tremors or fine motor skills like I do, use adaptive tools with larger handles or rubber grips to help you prepare and eat your meal. If you have difficulty swallowing, eat foods that are easy to chew and swallow, like mashed potatoes, scrambled eggs, and oatmeal. Finally, eating smaller, more frequent meals can help you manage your appetite and your energy levels. Finally, as part of a well-balanced diet, be sure to stay hydrated by drinking lots of water and eating fruits and vegetables that contain lots of water. Watermelons, other melons, apples, celery, cucumbers, all those have lots of water, and zucchini. So it's easy to become dehydrated, especially if you're active and the weather's warm. So drink that water, please. All right, we've covered a lot of information on understanding the role of nutrition in PD and how to build a balanced diet. Now let's turn our attention to everyone's favorite topic and discuss exercise and weight management. Look, I feel your pain. I know as I gain weight, it makes it not only harder to exercise, but to want to exercise as well. I'm like you, we all make excuses about not having enough time to exercise, or I don't know what to do, or I can't exercise because of tremors or my balance is off. It's human nature. But here's why exercise is so important for people living with Parkinson's. According to research from the Parkinson's Foundation, Parkinson's Outcome Project, which is the largest ever clinical study of Parkinson's, suggests that people do at least 2.5 hours of exercise a week for a better quality of life. And according to the article, New Exercise Recommendations for the Parkinson's Community and Exercise Professionals by the Parkinson's Foundation, it's important to begin exercising early after a Parkinson's diagnosis because it can have a significant benefit on your disease progression. Research has shown that people with PD who begin regular exercise in their disease course tend to experience slower disease progression and help slow the rate at which PD symptoms worsen. According to the article, Parkinson's disease moves regularly with intensity to delay symptoms, which was published in Medical News Today. Improved motor function. Regular physical activity can enhance balance, coordination, and gait, according to the article Benefits of Exercise, published by the Stanford Parkinson's Community Outreach Program. Better quality of life. According to the Parkinson's Foundation, exercise can improve your mood, reduce fatigue, and enhance overall well-being. And then neuroprotective effects. Now, this is a big one. Exercise may stimulate the growth of new brain cells and protect existing ones. According to the article, high-intensity exercise may reverse neurodegeneration in Parkinson's disease, published by the Yale School of Medicine. All right, now that we know the benefits of exercise, if you have Parkinson's, let's look at some safe and effective exercise options to help us maintain a good quality of life. Now, I'll talk about each exercise by providing why it's a good option, the benefits each of the exercise provides, and then how to get started. So leading us off, and one we may not think of as exercise, but one I participated in several times myself and can attest to its effectiveness, is physical therapy. Why physical therapy? Because physical therapists are trained to design personalized exercise programs that are tailored to your specific needs and abilities. They can help you improve your strength, balance, and coordination. So what's the benefits of physical exercise? It includes increased range of motion, improved balance, reduced fall risk, and enhanced motor function. So how do you get started with physical therapy? First thing you want to do is consult your neurologist or primary care physician to go to referral and to go see a physical therapist. Now, on a personal note, I've worked with a physical therapist several times for gait and walking issues, balance problems, and shoulder pain and reduced range of motion. And each time, while it is a lot of work, I saw significant improvements in my issue at the end of each session. All right, next up is yoga. Now, why participate in yoga? Because yoga combines physical postures, breathing exercises, and meditation which can help you improve your flexibility, your balance, and your mental well-being. The benefits of yoga include increased flexibility, improved balance, reduced stress, and enhanced mindfulness, or staying in the present moment. How to get started? You want to look for yoga classes specifically designed for Parkinson's, or check online to see if there are any available. And if you can't find anything in your area, let the yoga instructor know that you have Parkinson's, and they can provide some modifications so that you can participate safely while still realizing the benefits. And next up is a companion type of exercise, which is Tai Chi. Now, why Tai Chi? Well, Tai Chi is a slow motion exercise that focuses on balance, coordination, and mindfulness. It can help you improve your motor control and help you reduce fall risk. Some of the benefits, as you can guess from the why Tai Chi, it can help improve your balance, coordination, and posture, reduce stress, and improve your mental clarity. So how do you get started with Tai Chi? You want to find a Tai Chi class at one of your local fitness centers or through community organizations. You want to start with basic movements and gradually increase complexity as you get more comfortable with the Tai Chi moves. Now, I participate in both yoga and Tai Chi classes and can attest to their effectiveness. They've helped me improve my flexibility, my balance, and you feel more calm and relaxed after each class. I would highly recommend looking into them to see if they're a right fit for you. Next up is a great low-cost exercise you can do anywhere, anytime, and that's walking. Why walking? Walking is a simple way to improve your cardiovascular health, your balance, and improve your mood. It gives you time to think through your problems and issues, and it's a great exercise as well. Benefits include improved cardiovascular health, increased endurance, and improved mood, and reduced fall risks. So how to get started? Well, start with short walks and gradually increase the time and intensity of each walk. So put those sneakers on, find a friend, and go for a walk, or take your dog for a walk, or as like I like to do, put my headphones in, and away I go. And then finally, and this is one of my favorites, is swimming. Why swimming? Because it's a low-impact exercise that can help improve your cardiovascular health, your muscle strength, and your flexibility. Benefits of swimming include improved cardiovascular health and endurance, increased muscle strength and flexibility, and reduced joint stress, as well as improved mood. So you're not stressing your joints when you're in the water, which is a great thing if you have arthritis and some other joint problems. So how to get started? The first thing you want to do is consult your healthcare provider before starting any swimming routine, especially if you have underlying health conditions. Once you get approval from your doctor, find a local indoor pool and ask the aquatic staff to help you design a swimming program that meets your needs. Now, I swim 3 times a week, and it's definitely helped me with my muscle strength, flexibility, and my cardiovascular endurance. Now, I'll tell you honestly that it takes a little bit of time and effort to increase your swimming distance, time, and stamina. I can remember the first time I swam in a while, I was only able to swim about 6 laps, but now I can swim a mile, which is 72 laps in the pool that I use. So like with all exercises, it's important to consult with your healthcare provider before starting anything new so that they can ensure that it's appropriate for your specific needs. And then remember to start out slow and small and then build in duration and time. And finally, as part of our segment on exercise and weight management, let's look at some specific weight management strategies to help us maintain healthy weight goals. Now, these weight management strategies come from an article by the Parkinson's Foundation entitled Weight Management. And let's start off with one strategy that I definitely need to work on, and that's portion control. And one of the ways that you can manage portion control better is to use smaller plates. They help you visually perceive smaller portions while at the same time your plate looks full. Measure your portions. Use measuring cups and spoons to accurately measure your food portions. And now this is definitely one of the things that I'm going to be doing in 2025. And then listen to your body. Pay attention to when you're full or hungry, and stop eating when you feel satisfied and not stuffed. Again, guilty here. All right, next up is mindful eating. Eat slowly. You want to enjoy each bite and be sure to chew your food thoroughly. Minimize distractions, and by what I mean by that is to avoid eating in front of the TV, the computer, the iPad, or the phone. And then eat mindfully. Focus on the taste, the smell, and the texture of your food, and you'll find eating more enjoyable. Now, moving into regular exercise. And did you pick up on the subconscious key term, regular exercise? Consult with your doctor or physician or physical therapist on the best exercises for you. Choose some of the activities that we just discussed, those 5 or 6, and then incorporate strength training and balance and flexibility and stretching exercises into your program as well. They're going to help you in the long run, keeping you more flexible and help with your balance and your stability as well. And then stay consistent. The more you do, the better you feel and the better the results are going to be. And some additional tips: stay hydrated, limit your processed foods. Instead, choose whole unprocessed foods like fruits and vegetables, which help to reduce the amount of unhealthy fats and sugar and reduce your calorie intake. And then this is what I'm going to do is monitor my weight regularly and keep track and note of any significant changes. And if you notice any, please share them with your doctor. Now, before we move into our final segment, I wanted to share an offer with you from audible.com. Now, if you're not familiar with Audible, they're your one-stop source for audio entertainment. They offer an incredible selection of audiobooks across every genre, from bestsellers to new releases, celebrity memoirs, motivation, health and wellness, business, and more. The Audible app makes it easy to listen anytime, anywhere, whether you're traveling, cooking dinner, relaxing on the beach, or just going for a walk. New members can trial Audible for free for 30 days and get a free audiobook. Now, for a feel-good, optimistic book, I recommend A Funny Thing Happened on the Way to the Future by Michael J. Fox. And for understanding more about Parkinson's disease, I recommend 10 Breakthrough Therapies for Parkinson's Disease by Dr. Michael Oken. Now, to take advantage of the free 30-day trial and free audiobook, visit audibletrial.com/thrive. That's audibletrial.com/thrive. I'll leave a link in the podcast description. And for complete honesty and transparency, if you sign up for the free 30-day Audible trial and free audiobook, Audible pays me a small commission, which I use to support this podcast. So if you decide to take advantage of the free trial, thank you for supporting this podcast. Let's briefly look at some common questions on weight management. The first is, what's the best diet for people with Parkinson's? Well, that's a good question. First, there's really no specific diet for Parkinson's, but the best way is to consult your doctor for a diet specific to your individual needs. And then 2 that I would recommend based on my research are the Mediterranean diet and the MIND diets. Now, for more information, check out my podcast on both of these particular diets and the benefits they have for people with Parkinson's. And what are some good food choices? Remember to try to select whole, unprocessed foods like fruits and vegetables in as many different colors to provide you a spectrum of antioxidants, fiber, and other nutrients. Include lean protein, healthy fats like olive oil and avocado, and whole grains. Now, what should I do if I see significant weight loss or gain? Let your doctor know right away so they can assess the cause and whether it's a medication-related issue, and if so, they can make necessary adjustments. Now, we've covered a lot in today's episode, but the key takeaway is this. A healthy diet and regular exercise are powerful tools that you can use to manage your Parkinson's disease and feel your best. Remember, maintaining a balanced diet rich in essential nutrients like antioxidants, fiber, and protein can fuel your body and potentially slow disease progression. We also discussed some strategies to address common nutritional challenges like difficulty swallowing, appetite changes, and weight management. By implementing portion control, mindful eating, and regular exercise, you can take control of your health and maintain a healthy weight. Empower yourself. Visit liveparkinsons.com and subscribe to the free monthly newsletter. It's packed with valuable information, articles, and resources to support you on your Parkinson's journey. Lastly, if you enjoyed this podcast and want to keep it going, consider buying me a cup of coffee on my Ko-fi page, ko-fi.com/liveparkinsons. Every contribution helps me continue creating informative content on living a great quality of life with Parkinson's. So thank you again for listening. Until next time, stay healthy, stay strong, and live your best life with Parkinson's. Thanks again, and I hope to see you all soon.